Let me give you the beat first. I'll say it in English first, so you know what. He says, when I lost you, you and I lost. Me, because you were the one who I loved the most. And you, because I was the one who loved you the most. But between you and I, you lost more than I. Because I'm gonna be able to love others the way I love you. But nobody's gonna be able to love you like I did. Al perderte yo a ti, tú y yo hemos perdido. Al perderte yo a ti, tú y yo hemos perdido. Yo porque tú eras lo que más yo amaba y tú porque yo era el que te amaba más. Yo porque tú eras lo que más yo amaba y tú porque yo era el que te amaba más. Pero de nosotros dos, tú pierdes más que yo. Keep going. I retired this poem from Boulder because I've read it just enough, but I've never read it in Lakewood. In the future, I will write intergalactic poems in the tiny argonauts left in the wake of the tides of my previous self. Like the skin of a rattlesnake left behind, rattling on the glowing screen of my Maraca iPhone, while George Papas eats a Reuben sandwich in the basement of the Roxy during an open mic about the future. In the future, I will always begin where I left off and teach my sons and daughters how to converse with and bring back our ancestors, to heal scars with our own blood, to build bridges between the stars with the inextinguishable fire of our drums kept alive, from father to son, from granddaughter to great-granddaughter, through genocides and slave ships and pandemics. In the future, I will leave where I started. I will write poems in English to my children who won't speak Spanish. In the future, I'll dedicate my life to my children, to my wife. I'll dedicate my life to the eradication of plastics from the water cycle, so clean water can fall again from the sky over Corcovado and Darjeeling, over El Yunque and the Rocky Mountains, over the mountains of Black Elk. In the future, thunder will strike during my first vision quest, and I will be a heyoka, a sacred clown. I will be the mystical fool, a fool who gave himself completely to the blazing star of love. In the future, I'll grow from the inside out. I'll find my precious mind by chopping my head off. I'll live life fully, by fully accepting the death of every moment. I will love myself finally, as I love my neighbors. I'll dedicate my life to wife and children. I'll change the world by letting things be just as they are. I'll cry when I'm happy. I'll laugh when I'm filled with sorrow. I will sing the song of the wild horses in the alpenglow of the future. I'll write the perfect song and let it loose and free, forever lost, like a quetzal bird, never to be seen or heard again, flying and lost into the rising sun of midnight. My feet and hands will be dirty with the earth in the future, and I will be as good and mighty as a ladybug with the heart of a world champion, and I will teach St. George how to fly dragons. Thank you. Black Market Translation is in the house.
Give it up for Iggy! And our final featured performer of the night, y'all welcome Cowboy Clem up to the stage. Cowboy Clem!
Howdy. And yeehaw to you too. I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail. A starry night, a campfire light, the coyote call, and the howling winds wail. So I'll ride out till the old sundown. I'm just a cowboy, lonesome on a trail. Lord, I'm just thinking about a certain female and the nights we spent together riding on the range. Looking back, it didn't seem so strange. Thank you.
Sheriff ain't trail you here, did he?
I forgot, this one's on my cowboy phone as well. When you're a cowboy, they call it a cowboy phone. Some of you don't know that. That's okay. Now you do, partner. All right, cowboy. Really small. He was a cowboy, mister, and he loved the land. He loved it so much he could cry, and he did cry. He cried a lot. He cried when he saw the sun set in the west. He cried when it rose in the east. He cried while he splashed in rivers up north. And to the south, among the magnolias, boy oh boy, did he cry. Great big tears running down his cheeks, getting his mustache all wet. Because, consarn it, he really did love the land. Because he was a cowboy, mister. He had all the requisite cowboy stuff. The hat, obviously, and the shirt and all that. And the gun hanging on that thingy on his waist. That cowboy thingy they used to hold their guns. His gun held exactly 6 bullets, because that's just how many they hold when you're a cowboy. Sometimes he could bacchanal and hootenanny and wind up bedded in hay with some Martha from a farm. Stay, she'd say, and he really wanted to. Him and Martha on a farm, 6 kids and growing wheat in endless rows. Cuddling up night after night after night till the kids were grown and he was in his rocking chair years. He wanted it so bad, but he just couldn't. It just wasn't the cowboy way. No matter the Martha, he'd slip out into the night and blow into the dark like a tumbleweed. And later, around the campfire, he'd think of his Martha and he'd cry and cry, and he'd smoke hand-rolled cigarettes. And he'd drink. He would drink whiskey until he threw up. And then he'd drink some more. He'd drink like he wanted to die, because I did want to die. The loneliness gets so bad sometimes you'll take any escape. And no amount of whiskey or tumbleweeds or sunsets can save you. And reaching down to his thingy, the cowboy pulled out his gun and pointed it in the air, counting out 6 blasts. Blam, 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 blam. Thank you. Howdy, Cliff. Cowboy Cliff on bass. Sun shone from heaven and parted old Brantwood of its nightly gloom. the boot shop, the barber's spinning pole, the random blackness of a street cat, all drenched in the gleam of high noon. A cowboy's hour, fit for riding, roping, backstroking down a creek without cares and concerns. Ert stumbled half drunk from a hay pile, where 2 moments earlier he'd been fast asleep. Nearly dead from drink and dreaming of her. Some sunless someone whose face was as familiar as his own, yet as abstract as numbers, and bumbled dirtily into the day. Old Brentwood couldn't have been more beautiful if it was a painting, or a horse, or a woman. It was, in fact, all of those things and more. His eyes welled at the sight of it, the smell, and overwhelmed, he puked. The puke burned his throat like whiskey, which much of it was, but also scraps of bread and beans he couldn't recollect eating. A walloping sadness rushed to fill the vacancy inside him, so completely consuming he wished to puke again. And he did, with gusto. But instead of sadness, only beans and wet burn came out. And corn. When did he eat corn? He recalled the saloon, the first couple cups down his gullet, but the rest was opaque. He doffed his cowboy hat across his knee, outstretching an old apple from his knapsack toward the horse's mouth. Nay, neighed old Gluto, shaking his horse head side to side. Me neither, said Ert. And reaching for his knapsack, replacing the apple with his flask, he took a big glug, then another, and tried to recall the face from the dream. Who? Where? Should he hang himself now, or put it off one more day? Thank you. This one's called The Cowboy Scoots Away. About time, he said, to get to riding. Welp, said Ert, slapping his knees and moving to stand. Yep, said Cocaine Dave, digging his heels into the dirt and pushing his body upright. He clapped the dirt off his boots, readjusted his hat. There we go. And tilted his head up to stare directly at the shining sun. Don't that burn your eyes? Said Ert. Yup, said Cocaine Dave. Without blinking or turning his head, Ert was impressed. When'll I see you again? Well, Cocaine Dave smiled. It's about a woman, so I really can't say. Could be a season, could be longer. Won't be forever, never is. Well, said Ert. Well, said Cocaine Dave. Put her there! And he outstretched his hand. Ert raised his dirty hands and went to shake Dave's. Too slow, said Dave, whipping his hand away at the last moment, and used his thumb and forefinger to smooth out his eyebrows. Then he picked up one of them lime scooters from off the ground, popped his right boot up its deck, and with a wink and a nod said, "Hasta el juego, hombre." "Huh?" said Earth. But Cocaine Dave was already speeding away, leaving a cloud of dust in his wake, riding toward that great big yellow sun without so much as a squint. Y'all know any country music or? I didn't think so.
I can pretend. I'm trying to get by. I think I could do it.
I'm kidding.
No requests.
Can I have fucking jukebox?
Y'all don't got any cowboy chords back there?
That was what we had.
Another night, another lonely mirror. My shirt sleeve serves to wipe away the dust. Now clearer, I inspect my graying teeth and notice, 'tween the front two, wedged, a chive. And notice, 'tween the front two, wedged, a chive. First thing first, a floss of string and wax. A kettle over fire set to boil. A lump upon my skin. A zit? A boil? Staring at me redly in the mirror. I ask the bastard, "Ready?" And I wax. About decaying bodies and of dust. And as I ponder death, I poke the chive. And with my tongue, release it from my teeth. I grab a comb and run my mustache through its teeth. I bump the lump, a fever in me boils. The pain too much, my lip screams and chives. My comb hand clenches, my free hand mirrors. My thoughts reduce to screams and then to dust. The candle flickers flame and drips with wax. The kettle bubbles, chattering like teeth. It's time for this here red lump to bite dust. My bloodlust rising, hot like water at its boil. I lower my knife, shining like a mirror, and drown it in the kettle like a chive. That's a Sestina. Thank you. Do I got more time to buy out? One more! One more. Well, all right.
Quit hogging all the fun.
It was in here. It was in here.
I just seen her.
I just seen her. Oh, no.
I think she's about to gallop down the road.
This is called When I Die. When I die, unbury the memory and send it skyward, where with arms and wings I'll pluck them from the clouds. Feed my halls of things to chippers and let the chips stand for hubris. Let loose microbes